Sir, I'm here as a special appearance only, and that's...
Yeah, that doesn't have any legal significance to me at all.
I'm here by special appearance, not a general appearance, and I reserve all my rights and explicit reservation without prejudice. I, Paul Kuhn, a sentinel moral being, have examined the path of my feet on and have concluded that I have dishonored many people, including, but not limited to, the people, the peace officers, the city, the county, and to determine that I have made many mistakes, and I'm sorry for my sins, and therefore I repent now. I have become aware of other sins I may have committed, and I'll repent immediately. To my attorney, it has come to my attention that you have never informed me of my choice of law, and to make matters worse, you chose an inferior form to have me tried under. You are either incompetent or collusion with the prosecutor. Either way, you have provided me with effective assistance or ineffective assistance of counsel, which has caused me great harm. You are fired.
Okay. Do you intend to hire another attorney? Are you appointed?
I was appointed.
How are you going to proceed in terms of counsel, Mr. Kuhn?
Oh, I'm going to do it myself.
Okay. All right. You understand that you have the right to have an attorney?
I do.
And you understand that if you can't afford an attorney, you have the right to have one appointed for you at public expense. And in fact, that's what we've been operating under up till now.
I haven't gotten legal counsel, but anyways, I'll accept whatever you have.
Okay, so you understand that you do have the right to have an appointed attorney if you can't afford one?
I had him, and he has done me no good from the beginning. So
Yep.
at this point, I'll just I'll take whatever you got to give me.
Yeah, I'm just asking whether you understand that you have that right.
Yes.
And in spite of that, you're asking the court to allow you to represent yourself today?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever represented yourself in court before?
Sir, I'm here as a special appearance only, and that's...
Yeah, that doesn't have any legal significance to me at all.
I understand.
My question is whether you've ever represented yourself in court before.
No.
Okay. Do you have any legal training or education?
No, just have two people that help me get through this.
Okay. And so you understand that there are, not having represented yourself, not having any legal training or experience, that there are risks involved in representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
And that there are matters of procedure and substantive law that you may not be aware of, and therefore there may be arguments that you could raise in your own defense that might give you an improved outcome in your case, and that without that legal training and experience, you may not know what those are, and you may have a worse outcome than if you had an attorney.
I'll take what is given to me.
In spite of those risks, is it still your wish to represent
Yes,
yourself?
I'll take what is given to me.
That's not the answer to my question. My question is, do you still want to represent yourself knowing those risks?
Sir, I just I'll accept any offer. In return, your offer to for your closure and settlement of any account I may have.
Okay, again, my question is, in spite of the risks of representing yourself, are you still asking to represent yourself?
Yes.
So at this point, the court, with Mr. Germerty, will discharge you. The court finds that your request to represent yourself is knowing and voluntary and unequivocal. And so at this point, the court's going to allow you to represent yourself going forward. Do you have anything to say with regard to your refusal to participate in the pre-sentence interview process?
Whatever you want to give me, I'll accept.
Okay, so that's something that you're required to do as part of the court's order. Because you declined to do that, the court is going to revoke your bond. The court is going to order that you be remanded to the Crawford County Jail. I'm going to request the probation officer to make another attempt to go through the pre-sentence interview process with you. If you continue to decline, then we'll just go forward with sentencing without having that information before the court. And Mr. Haven, if Mr. Kuhn refuses to participate, you can just indicate that for the court and then prepare the pre-sentence report to the best of your ability without that information.
Yes, sir.
I did an acceptance, dated and signed the top of it. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay, well, we'll give it another try anyway. And you're going to do what you're going to do. But for today's purposes, the court's going to revoke your bond and remand you to the jail. The court will set this for a sentencing hearing at its next available date. So you can go with the officers, please.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to explain a couple things to you. That I have an obligation to ask you certain questions to make sure that you understand what's happening with your case. And that's why I'm asking you whether you understand that you have the right to have an attorney and that you would have the right to have one appointed if you couldn't afford one. I'm just trying to make sure that you understand your rights, and it's my job to explain those rights to you. I'm not asking you to give up any rights. You're not putting yourself in any kind of legal danger by answering these questions. I'm just trying to find out if you understand what your rights are and how we're going to go forward so that I know that you're knowingly and voluntarily choosing not to have an attorney to represent you. And if you don't answer these questions that I'm asking you, it impedes my ability to proceed with the hearing in the way that I'm required to under the law. You understand that?
I'll answer that. All I know is I was told, when I've read and stuff, that I'm here in special appearance.
What do you think that means?
I'm not contracting. If there's no corpus electi, how could there be a crime?
Okay. Do you know what that even means?
There's no injured party.
What you're saying?
If there's no injured party, where is the crime?
Okay, well, first of all, a jury found you guilty, right?
And that, I'm
And
stepping
they
into
found you
something.
guilty of assaulting,
into
resisting,
something
or
here.
obstructing two police officers. Right, that's what happened.
I'm here on special appearance.
Okay. If you continue to refuse to answer my very simple questions just about whether you understand what's happening, and if you continue to just give me that answer, which doesn't make any sense and doesn't have any legal effect, no matter what you've read or what other people have told you, then you're impeding my ability to proceed in the way that I need to under the law. And if you continue to do that, my only option is to impose a sanction on you until you do answer my questions. And what that means is that I'm going to find you in direct contempt for impeding the function of the court by refusing to answer very simple questions. And I'm going to put you in jail for 30 days. And if at any point during that jail stay, you decide that you will answer these very simple questions, then we'll come back into court immediately and we'll take care of the sentencing. But those are going to be your options, because I'm not going to have you just.
Okay, well, thank you for clearing that up.
So it's your choice. You can answer my questions or you
I would
can.
have an attorney, but the attorney I had absolutely did nothing.
Okay, we're past that point. What we're here for today is the sentencing hearing, because you've been convicted, you've been found guilty by a jury of your peers. And so we're here for sentencing. So we're not here to talk about what did or didn't happen with your lawyer before. I'm trying to find out if you understand that you have the right to hire your own lawyer, or if you can't afford one, that one will be appointed for you. Do you understand that you have that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that proceeding without a lawyer has certain risks. Do you understand that?
But I obviously can't afford an attorney.
Okay.
And the one I had, again, didn't do a dang thing because the ticket should have never been split.
Okay. Do you want to
That was my
request?
argument to begin with.
Do you want to request a different attorney to be appointed?
Actually, yes.
You did. Okay. All right. So you did previously qualify. So I find that you continue to qualify for court-appointed attorney. Court is going to appoint one for you, and we'll reset this hearing for my next available date. Okay.
Am I going back to jail or can I go home?
No, you're going back to jail until we can have the hearing.
I've already had 3 weeks in jail, sir.
And you made that choice by refusing to comply with the pre-sentence process. That was your choice. You're just facing the consequences for your own choices. And if you have people advising you to take this ridiculous stand and make these statements that don't mean anything to the court, they're giving you really bad advice. And they're not the ones paying for that advice, you are. And I think you need to start listening to a lawyer who actually knows something about the law and not what you read on the internet or what people tell you because they don't know. And you're taking their advice and you're paying the consequence for their bad advice. They're out doing what they want to do. You're the one who's in here in jail. So I would suggest that you start listening to a real lawyer and not what you read on the internet or what people are telling you who really don't know what they're talking about. So that's the way we're going to proceed. We'll appoint an attorney to represent you at the next hearing. And your bond is going to continue to be revoked until that time. What's that?
And when will that be?